Hi, my name is Jamita Brown, or like kids like to call me, Miss Jam. I'm the 4 H Youth Development Educator in Will County, and you're probably stopping by here because you signed up for our 4 H Fair Kits. Either you missed out on the fun, or you're here to do it again. Whichever you're here for, we're excited to have these playbacks available for you. So, we hope that you enjoy all of the fun that we had on the virtual fairgrounds. We know that this year in 2020 was a very weird year and we had to adjust so many different things, but we were glad that we could put this together so that our kids could have some fun. So thank you for coming to our virtual fairgrounds, and I hope that you have a great time.
Sand, okay? It'll be a little plastic bag in there. Now, I want to tell you something. Show me your bag of sand, okay? Excellent. Okay, now, can everybody open the zipper at the top? Don't pour it out yet, but open the zipper. Let's see that. It's going to be a little gritty, but you can wash your hands at the end, okay? Now, I want you to look at the bag for a minute because Miss Nancy poked a hole in the top of the bag on the side there to let some air in so the sand could breathe, because sand is kind of like a living thing almost. It's like little rocks, and so it wouldn't get real hot. So now I want everybody, look at your dish for a minute, set your sand down. Everybody's following such good directions, Miss Jam. I can tell they're clover buds.
Yes,
Look
they
at your
are.
dish, and in the dish, do you see a little line in the dish? There's a little line in there. Can anybody see it? You see a line? Okay, good. Now I want you to pour that sand, pour it till it fills up your saucer to that one line. And you can have your mom or dad help you, or while you're having a sandwich there, that's good too. You can pour out some sand. Good job. And then I want you to pat it down with your fingers. So pat it flat, give it a few pats. Okay, pour that sand in there. Everybody take as much time as you need. Great job. Great job. Okay. We'll get that sand. And the sand is there because we'll talk about it in a little bit, but insects are very tiny compared to even birds. And if they jumped in a bird bath, they would actually drown. It would be like us jumping deep in the ocean. So this sand is going to create a safety place for them, okay? All right. How's that sand? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just give it a few taps. Good job. Okay, the next thing I want you to look for is a layer of stones, big rocks. They're brown rocks. There's a bit in that bag. Look for a bag of some brown rocks. Oh yeah, that little paper bag. They're tiny little stones. It's actually called pea gravel, like the peas we eat, because it's small. Don't eat them though. And then I want you to take a handful, put your hand in the bag and pour some out. And I want you to sprinkle it on top of the sand. Good job there, everybody. Sprinkle it out and then smooth them out till all of the sand is covered with one layer of rock. Okay, just keep pouring out some more. You can grab them by your hand. You don't want the rocks thicker than one layer, but you want them all over so it covers the sand up. This is going to give a place for our insects like bees and butterflies and other good bugs to stand when they're drinking the water that we'll pour in there later. You're doing a great job, everybody. Okay. All right, just fill that up and just cover it over so you don't see any of the sand in big areas, okay? And then once again, I'd like you to take your hands, both hands, and pat down these rocks, okay? Okay. Now the fun part. Who doesn't like something shiny, right? So go in your bag and get the last bag of fancy stones. There's some fancy glass stones in there of other colors. And I want you to, there's only a few of those. So find some spots in your bee bath. And I want you to make a little spot, move the other brown rocks away a little bit, and put down your fancy shiny stones, okay? So just make a design if you want, or just put them, you know, however you want, because these will reflect the sun and create a little bling in your garden, in your bee bath, okay? There's some that are different colors. And even though they're made of glass, they're smooth so they won't hurt anybody, people or animals. You can put them in there in a design or just all around. Lay them out. And kind of, you know, wiggle them in a little bit so they're sitting in next to, but not under, the brown stones. Yeah, and if you need a little more of the brown rock, you can, you know, do a little design there. That's fine too. It's all good. Oh, they look so pretty, don't they, Miss Jam?
Yes, and everybody's working so hard.
They are, and paying such good attention. Oh, that looks fantastic. Ooh. Okay, everybody kind of tilt your little bee bath towards the camera, towards me. Wow, those are great. That's better than mine turned out. Okay, doesn't that look nice? Great job. Okay.
To make sure that we capture it.
Yes, can we capture that, Miss Jam?
Yes, everybody put yours back up, like kind of how Caitlin has hers, so we can see everybody's.
Yeah, give us a nice smile.
Oh, that looks nice.
Those look great, you guys. And you know what the best part is? Every person's looks a little bit different. That's what I always say in 4-H. We all do our own thing, but it's all perfect because it's what we made, right? Okay, super. Okay, now, next thing. All right, set your bee bath down for a minute. Okay, and why this is not, oh, here we go. Okay, now, can everybody look at the screen? And what insect do you think that is? Can anybody, Jamita, could you unmute us for a sec there?
Yes, I will.
All right, so I want everybody to look. This is a very good insect. And if you can see where the arrow, the red arrow I have pointed, so insects are very small. So this is a very, very up close picture. And what looks like that white stone there, that's actually just one drop of water. Look how little that is compared to that insect. Can anybody guess what kind of insect that is?
Bee.
That's right. Bee. That's right. Okay, everybody make a buzzing sound like a bee. Buzz. Let me hear you. Moms too, dads too, if you're there. Okay. All right. So, okay, so look at this picture. And a bee has a tongue. That's that little straw part that's touching that water.
Look at the picture.
Okay? All right, now I want to show you one more insect, and then you're going to have to tell me what this one is. What's this insect?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Does anybody know what kind of butterfly this is?
Monarch.
Oh, excellent. It's a monarch butterfly. This is our state butterfly, Miss Jam. I bet you don't know that because you're from another state.
I did not know that.
You did not know that. Now, I want everybody to look at the arrow now. Can you see the arrow on that picture?
Yes.
Can you see that curvy part on the monarch that the arrow is pointing to? That's her tongue. And she is going to drink water off of that, I think it's off of a paper towel. Because her mouth is like a little circle, and when she goes to drink, it's like a garden hose, and it unfurls all the way. And it's kind of a funny name that we're going to say together. So say this with me. Say
Proboscis.
Who said the proboscis already? Wow. Okay, let's break it up for those who don't know. Let's try pro. Say boss.
Proboscis.
Kiss.
Kiss.
Proboscis. All right. Now I have a little fun for us to do now. I want everybody to reach back into your bag for a minute.
Reach back into baggie.
And get what's in there.
Oh.
Yeah, and I want you to take that out of the bag, okay?
What is that? Party blower.
Well, it is a party blower, but guess what? It's like a pretend proboscis. So I'd like everybody to get theirs out and give it a nice blow. Give me a blow. Let me see it. Woo-hoo! All right, and then blow it back in. See how it is? Now look at that is the same shape as the butterfly's mouth part, the proboscis. Let me see it one more time.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Okay, and that's yours. And you can keep that, and you can keep that in that bag because, you know, we shouldn't be sharing our So anyway, okay, now I want everybody to look back at your bee bath. Okay, look at it again. And now I know one person is outside, but I think everybody else, Miss Jam, is inside.
Yes.
But what you're going to do for the very final step of our fun night tonight is you're going to add, what do you think we need to add in order to make it into a bath? Oh, tell me. Water. That's right. Oh, one more thing. I got one more thing too. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, so hang on. So you're going to add water. And when you do, you don't have to do it now till you get it outside. You're going to add water till you not till it's filled up, not till your saucer's filled up, but just till you see it coming through the brown rocks, the natural rocks. So it's just a little bit, and you'll have to give it water every other day. And who doesn't like a treat every once in a while, right? Mm-hmm. And so another thing, now who knows, now which butterfly is this right now?
A monarch.
A monarch. Now, does anybody know what's in that particular dish there? What is that that's with her? Does anybody know? It's a fruit.
Banana.
It's a banana. That's right, Annabelle. It's a banana. And look at her tongue. Can you see her tongue stretching out and drinking there? And that is kind of like what she gets when she uses, when she drinks out of the bee bath. But here she would be getting food. So a thing that Miss Nancy likes to help people do is when we have extra food or leftover things, not a lot, but you could put a little flour or a piece of fruit or like a banana peel on top of your bee bath for a while during the day, because it gives it a little extra recycling, and it lets the butterflies drink off of it and the bees drink off of it. And then afterwards, if you have a compost bin, you can throw it in there, or you can just put it in the garbage afterwards. But they really like a special treat. It's kind of like when we get maybe a popsicle in the summertime. Okay, now one more thing. Oh, we did this already. Hang on just a second. Miss Nancy's got these out of order here. Okay, now, what do I have a picture of now?
The sun.
The sun. Bugs, all bugs need to be warm all the time because they are called cold-blooded. So the sun heats them up. So with you and your mom or dad or whoever's with you, you'll take your bee bath outside and find a place where it's sunny, and then put water in it, and then you're done. What a great job everybody did, Miss Jam.
Yes.
That turned out wonderful.
So,
and that's what I have. Any questions?
Anybody have any questions?
No.
No questions?
So what's the one thing you have to add before you can put it out in the sun?
Water.
Water. So let's make sure we don't overflow it, because we don't want to drown the bees or the butterflies, but we do want to make sure that they have something nice.
Or the flies.
Or flies.
Right. You could get a fly or a fancy beetle. Because really, most insects are good, especially when they're outside. All right. Well, Miss Jam, that's all I have for you. And everybody did such a great job with their instructions. And look how happy she is And there's not a lot of places for bees to drink, so this was really, really good.
I want everybody to take their hand,
Take your hand.
reach it up, then pat yourself on the back because all of you all did a really good job with really good job with making your bee baths. Does anyone have any questions? So Miss Nancy, she works with a lot of nature, like she says, being outdoors, gardening. Does anyone have any questions about any of those things for her? Whether it be about what we learned tonight, or maybe you want to start your own garden. Maybe you want to, I don't know, do something outside. Does anyone have any questions for her?
Can we fill it more?
No questions. So tomorrow, who knows what we're doing tomorrow? Well, wait, before I even go there, what's the one thing we need to tell Miss Nancy? 2 words.
Yes.
Thank
You're
you.
very, very welcome. And I do have a favor to ask of you. If you see any bees, bugs, or butterflies on your your bee bath, if you could take a picture or have your mom take a picture, or for Miss Jam and I, have your mom or dad take a picture of you holding your bee bath, maybe putting water in it. We'd love to see those pictures, wouldn't we, Miss
Yes,
Jam?
I think so. We really
Well,
would.
thank you for having me very much. And I'm even interested. What are you doing tomorrow, Miss Jam?
I wonder if anyone knows what we're doing tomorrow. Does anyone know what we're doing tomorrow?
Zoo.
Zoo, yes. So we're going to take, although we can't go to, I don't think the zoos are open, and they might be, but I don't know. But because we're going to be close up with the zoo animals tomorrow, and we're going to do a craft tomorrow. So you'll need all of your things in your basket, in your bags that have animals on it or have zoo animals. You're going to need those things. And I did want to say this too, because you had a bee bath, there is a STEM project that is a bee that you will make. So it's called a bristle bot or a bee. So I think somebody already made theirs. I can't remember. I don't know who it was. Annabelle already made hers. Do you have it close with you? So this is a bee that we've included. So you've done this as a nature project, but you also can do a STEM bee that I've included in there too for you to do. So you'll have something that you can do outside, and then you can have something that you can do inside. So it's a really fun bee.
Yeah.
Hold it close. Yeah, so it's made out of a toothbrush head. It's called a bristle bot. So it's a little robot bee already, and I've already included all of the pieces, thank you, and all of the things for you to do. So if you want to do something after this, that's for you to do with your family. I've included the instructions. And does anyone have any questions for me?